Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Again, this is Mr. Alistair Apale alias Emma Watson. Once again, welcome to Math is Fun channel where you will learn a lot of things in mathematics in a simple way and in a fun way. Okay, you want to enjoy to learn mathematics, then this channel is for you. But before anything else, I would like to request those who are viewers in this video to please subscribe, click subscribe, especially the yellow bell button so that you will be notified once there is a new video that will be uploaded in my channel. So see you in the next video presentations, and I hope that everybody will support this channel so that every one of you imagine the world will love mathematics. So everything will be, or the world will become such a nice place. There are no more anxiety, no more math anxieties rather. So now, again, do not forget to click the subscribe and also the yellow bell button so that you will be notified for the new videos. And also please share it or share this video to your friends, classmates, who else? Your enemies probably, so that they will be able to learn mathematics. And if they struggle or if they're struggling in the subject, then you can, or that's the purpose of this video, to help them realize that math is not a difficult subject, but it's easy, fun, and interesting. So are you ready with our next topic? I hope you're all ready. But before anything else, let me share, of course, the screen for our new topic in this video discussion. Okay. So, factoring, our topic will be like this. So, hi everyone. Again, do not forget to subscribe, share, and watch the video. So, I'm hoping that everybody will support and will also help your friends, classmates to learn about mathematics. So, now I always say so. My favorite word, so. Okay, so now our topic in this video discussion will be about factoring sums and differences of cubes, or factoring sum and difference of cubes. Familiar topic. If it's familiar, then this video will be, or will help you enrich your knowledge about the topic of factoring sum and difference of cubes, or two cubes. So to start with, it's nice to describe how do we factor the sum and difference of cubes. So let's know the properties first. For the sum and difference of two cubes, we have it here. The first condition that we need to remember in this factoring sums and differences of two cubes, it must, or it has, two terms. Again, the sum and difference of cubes has two terms, or it must have two terms. I want you to take down note of that. Okay? So the next one is that I want you to remember in its properties before using the factoring sums and differences of two cubes is the terms must be separated by a plus or minus sign. So what if, sir, if there's none, then it's not a sum and difference of cubes, or you can apply this rule. So again, I repeat the second condition that I want you to remember in factoring sum and differences, or difference of two cubes, it must have a positive sign, or separated by a positive or plus and minus sign. So I want you to remember that one. I want to highlight that. So another thing also that I want you to remember in its properties before using the factoring sum and differences, or difference rather, of two cubes, it must have a perfect, or each terms must have a perfect cube. So again, the properties of sum and difference of two cubes, please add two cubes there. The sum and difference of two cubes must have, okay, these are the properties. It has two terms. The second, the terms are separated by a plus or minus sign. And also, the third one, or lastly, each term must be a perfect cube. So the two terms must be a perfect cube. Again, so that you will be able to remember it, the sum and difference of cubes has two terms. Second, the terms are separated by a plus or minus sign. And each term is a perfect cube. So if it satisfies the conditions, then we can say that we can use the pattern, or we can use the steps or the method in factoring the or factoring sum and difference of two cubes. Okay, so please remember the three conditions before you can use this method. So I hope everybody can follow. So next, so in factoring sums and differences of cubes, we have to remember the pattern or the formula that we can follow. We have it there, as you can see, a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b times the quantity of a squared minus ab. So this is the pattern for the sum of two cubes. Again, this is the pattern of the sum of two cubes. So next, so as what I have said, this one shows the sum of cubes, or pattern for the sum of cubes. So the next is a cube minus b cube. The a cube minus b cube, as you can see there, a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b times the quantity of a squared plus ab plus b squared. This is its factored form. So this a cube minus b cube is the difference of two cubes. Again, this is the pattern for the difference of two cubes. So again, you have it there on the screen, posted on the screen rather. We have the factors of a sum and difference of cubes. So the pattern, there's a pattern for the sum of two cubes, which is a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b, and or multiplied it by a squared minus ab plus b squared as its pattern for its factored form. For the difference of two cubes, we have a cube minus b cube, which is equal to a minus b multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. So these are the patterns that we can remember or use in factoring the sum and difference of two cubes. Can you follow? So I hope you can. Very easy, right? It's just too easy. So next, let's have an example to apply the pattern. So to factor each of the following polynomials completely, so you're going to factor each of the following polynomials given on the screen completely. So the first given, there's an answer already. So let's just study the solution. So s cubed plus t cubed. So we have it here, s cubed plus t cubed. So how do we factor? So remember the pattern. It's sum of two cubes, a plus b cubed. That gives us a plus b. Then we have it a squared minus ab plus b squared. So as you can see, if it is a sum of two cubes, the pattern there is to get its factor, we have to get the cube root of the first term. So a. And then the cube root of the second term, since it has two terms, b cubed, which is b. Then after that, you already have, you will just copy the positive sign. So plus. So you already have your first factor. To get your second factor, if you could still remember in the special product, we can get its square the first term. A squared is a squared. Next is you multiply the first term and then the second term of the first factor. We have a and b. So a, multiply it by b. So you have it ab. So if the sign of the first factor of your binomial factor rather is positive, then the sign must be opposite or negative. That's why we have it negative ab. Then plus b squared. Where did we get b squared? By multiplying or by squaring the second term, which is b. That's why we have it b squared. So to apply it here in our given, in letter A, let's check first before we factor, okay? So it may, we should make sure that this binomial is a factor or a sum of two cubes. Again, let's check if this binomial s cubed plus t cubed is a sum of two cubes. How to check? Remember the three conditions? It must have two terms. Let's check. S cubed and t cubed. How many terms? There are two. So first rule or first condition satisfied. Second condition. What's the second condition again? The second condition rather, the second condition, it must be separated by a plus or minus. So we use plus. So separated by plus sign. Check. The second condition is satisfied. What about the third condition? Okay, the third condition is it must be a perfect cube. The two terms. Let's check if the two terms are perfect cube. So S cube is a perfect cube. T cube is a perfect cube. Exactly, perfect. So meaning to say, this binomial that we have is a sum of two cubes. That means we can apply the pattern that I just introduced a while ago. So how do we use the factoring, or how do we factor polynomials, or how do we factor the sum of two cubes? Using the pattern. So using the pattern, as I mentioned a while ago, the first thing that we are going to do is get the cube root of the first term. What is the first term? Okay, the first term is s cubed. So get the cube root of s cubed, that gives us s. What is the cube root of t cubed? T. So we already have the first factor. Since we use the positive, since it's sum of two cubes, therefore we can use the plus as our, that will separate to both of your two terms, or to both terms rather. So we have it s plus t. So this is our first factor. How to get the second factor? The steps. First, square the first term. So we have s squared. Square the last term, or the second term rather, to get the third term. So t squared. And to get the middle term, all we have to do is just to multiply the first term s, multiply it to your second term of the first factor, which is t. So s times t, that gives us st. Take note, when you follow the sign of the middle term, it must be opposite to the sign or to the operation of the first factor s plus t. Since s plus t is separated by a plus sign, therefore the sign of the middle term of the second factor must be negative. So that's why our answer will be, or the factors are s plus t and s squared minus st plus t squared. Did you get it? I hope you got it. Let's have another example. V cubed minus w cubed. As you can see and observe there, our given is a difference of two cubes. Why difference of two cubes, sir? It's obvious. It's very obvious. Why obvious, sir? Oh, you have a lot of questions, so you listen. Okay, why is it's difference of two cubes? Remember the three conditions that we had a while ago? So let's check. Before we identify this as a difference of two cubes, we have to consider the three conditions. First condition, it must be two, or it must have two terms. So two terms, yes, two terms, v cubed and w cubed. First rule is satisfied. The second rule is it must be separated by a plus or minus sign. So as you can see, it's very obvious, pretty obvious that the sign used to separate the two binomials is a negative sign or minus sign. So second condition satisfied. Third condition, for our third condition, it must be a perfect cube, both terms. V cube, W cube. Perfect cube, exactly. So meaning to say, this given is a difference of two cubes. Why two cubes? Why difference? Because it is separated by a negative or minus sign. So now let's go over with the pattern on how we factor it. So as I have said, step number one, get the first factor. To get the first factor, you are going to get the cube root of the first term and the second term. The cube root of V cube is V. The cube root of W cube is W. So since it's a difference of two cubes, that's why the sign that will separate to our V and W is negative. So this is our first factor. So how to get the second factor? Make sure that we all know that the second factor is related to the first factor. So to relate it or use the pattern that I've mentioned a while ago, I've shown rather on the screen a while ago, to get the first term of the second factor, we will just square the first term of the first factor, V. So the square of V is V squared, and square the second term, which is W, and that will be your third term in the second factor. So square the W, that gives you W squared. And to get your middle term, VW, why is it VW, the middle term? Just multiply the first term and second term. So V times W will give us VW. That's why we have it there. And aside from that, class, again, make sure, this is the common error of the students, make sure that the sign of the middle term, this one, positive, must be opposite to the sign of the operation that separates the two terms in your first factor. So negative, so this must be positive. That's why our answer is, the sign of our middle term is plus VW. So that's the reason. In short, the factors of V cubed minus W cubed is equal to V minus W and V squared plus VW plus W squared. See? Very easy. So I hope, very easy. I hope everybody can follow. So let's try to apply another concept. So we have it here. Factor each of the following polynomials completely. So we have 8x cubed minus 27. So check first if the two terms are, if it satisfies the three conditions. That first term must be, or the two, it must have, what we call that, it must have two terms. So check. First condition, check. Second condition, it must be separated by a plus or minus. Check. It is separated by negative or minus sign. Third, it must be a perfect cube. So we will check if it is a perfect cube. 8x cubed. Okay, perfect cube. 27, a perfect cube. Very good. So now we have it. So to check the pattern, so since it's a difference of two cubes, this one, the given or the problem, then we can factor it using the pattern. So again, to get the first factor, what will we do? Get the cube root of the first term, 8x cubed, that gives us 2x cubed, 2x. Since it's negative, so negative, use the sign. And 27, the cube root of 27 is 3. That's why our first factor is 2x minus 3. Okay? So next, to get the second factor, this is the second factor is always what? It's always, or it must be, yeah, it is not a must, but it's always be a trinomial. So how to get the second factor? Square the first term, 2x, and then square the last term, 3. So 3 squared, And to get the middle term, you multiply the first term and then the second term. And then since it's negative in our first factor, this one, the one that I encircled, it's separated by a negative sign. So our sign of the middle term must be opposite. So since it's negative in the first factor, then the sign of the middle term of our second factor is positive. So it's opposite. So using the pattern, then we can have it now. So as you can see, a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, and then a squared plus ab plus b squared. So this is our pattern, our basis for factoring. And then we have it, we got it 2x minus 3, then 2x squared is 4x squared, 2x plus times 3 is 6x, then 3 squared is 9, not 6. Okay, so this is now these are now the factors of this expression, or of this difference of two cubes, 8x cubed minus 27. So now let's proceed. Yes. 9x to the power of 4 minus 9x. As you observe in letter B, 9x to the power of 4 is not a perfect cube, correct? It does not satisfy the condition, sorry. This one does not satisfy the condition as well as the two terms. So what will we do? But we know that we can use the common monomial factoring. There is a GCF or GCMF in the two terms, or in both terms rather. So we can just first to remove it. First remove the GCF. So we remove 9x, which is our GCF. Then we can factor it out already. Yes, we can factor it out already. How did we get it? Remove since their common factor is 9x, so remove 9x. So to remove 9x, what will be left will be x cubed minus 1. And this is a difference of two cubes. Difference of two cubes. Why? Because x cubed is a perfect cube. 1 is a perfect cube. It is two terms. It has two terms rather, and separated by a negative sign. That's why we can use this pattern. The pattern that I mentioned a while ago, this one. So to use that pattern, so we write 9x, then cube root of x cubed is x, cube root of 1 is 1, then it's negative, so x minus 1. So to get the second factor, square x, so we have it x squared. And then square 1, that gives us 1. And multiply x times 1, that gives you x. And then y plus, since this is negative, so it must be plus the middle term. So that's it. Do not remember with the pattern. So in short, to sum it up, or to summarize our discussion in this video, always remember that in factoring sums and differences of cubes, there is a pattern. Yes, there is a pattern, but I want you to remember, do not be so careless in factoring using this method, because you might get a wrong answer. Why? You should have first to check whether the given binomial is a perfect cube, or what I mean is a sum of two cubes or difference of two cubes. If that is so, or if the rules or the conditions will be satisfied, the three conditions that I mentioned, it must have two terms. It must be separated by a positive or plus or minus sign, and it must be perfect cubes to both terms that we have. So with that, you can use the factoring sums and difference of two cubes. So I hope everybody will have enjoyed rather the show, or this video discussion. And I hope you're going to share this one to your friends, especially those who did not watch this video yet. So thank you so much for subscribing and watching until the end of this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, click the yellow bell button, and share it to your friends. And if you have some questions or requests, then you can drop it below in this video, your comment. Thank you so much, and have a great day. So I hope everybody is good. Thank you so much. Subscribe, please subscribe. Okay. Thank